One thing I want to talk about is the pressure to have a perfect birth. So you've talked about the ecstasy, we've spoken about how amazing, your home birth was and how that like literally fed into your mothering journey. But my worry is that, there will be some women who listen to this and think like, I really want that. They will do all the work and something will come up. Maybe it's a true medical need and they end up having a birth that perhaps they didn't want. It wasn't their plan A. And I think a lot of women can really put a lot of blame on themselves. How do we still have that ecstasy no matter what birth we have?
I always felt the ecstasy of my first birth, right? Even though I had an emergency cesarean, just seeing this human that I grew, that's also important. Like, you don't necessarily have to focus on the end part of the journey. There's a whole journey that's come through this. You've been pregnant, maybe you've had morning sickness and, trying to do your job or raise other children. There's so much that you've been through in this journey that's such an achievement and a huge part of shaping yourself, that maybe the end bit sort of then is the highlight, but there's more to it. It's such a long journey with so many different experiences where you have achieved so much.
And maybe it's also not like, have your amazing plan A, but don't be too attached to it. And like recently, I'm going to talk more publicly about this, but I am thinking burn the birth plan. Like the birth plan is a tool to uncover the knowledge gaps and help you think about your birth. But literally, you're more likely to have a birth that doesn't go to plan because there's just so many variables and it's unpredictable. Could we move more towards how do you want to feel during your birth? Do you want to feel respected?
Yeah,
in
that's
control?
so good.
Because those things can translate with lots of different birth scenarios. So instead of going, this is what I want, tick, water birth, home birth, whatever it is, it's more about, okay, how do you want to feel?
That's so true. How you want to feel actually is so relevant. That's what it's about. It's not a factory process. It's a feeling thing. And it would be nice to bring it back to that intuition, that feeling of how do you want to feel? Me, myself, as a couple as well. Again, I'd like to bring back to the team bit. It's so important. My husband's a huge part of it.
He can also influence how you feel. So if you've communicated to your healthcare team and your partner how you truly want to feel at this birth, then everyone can help to facilitate that and make it happen regardless of what's happened.
That's so important. That's so nice, actually. I wish I had that.
Don't worry, it's coming out soon, guys.